Hello, my friends. Welcome to your Vinyasa yoga practice. It's all about your hips. Let's begin. Begin your practice in child's pose. Take your knees wide with your big toes together. Settle your hips towards your heels and rest your forehead towards your mat. Deep breath into your nose. Open mouth, exhale. One more. Big inhale. Exhale. Begin to breathe through your nose. Lift up to tabletop onto your hands, your knees. Cow cat. Tilt your tailbone up, drop your belly, look forward. Tuck your tailbone, round your spine. With your breath, as you inhale, back bend, look forward. Tuck and round, exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Neutral spine. Lower down to your elbows and step your legs back, forearm plank. Push forward and back off your toes. Center. Set your hips down, the tops of your feet down. Lift your chest. Turn your head, look right. Look left. Look forward. Place your hands together, your elbows wide, rest one side of your face down. Bend your knees, windshield wiper your legs side to side. Lower your feet down to your mat. Place your hands under your shoulders. Lift up to long table, hands and knees. Dancing lion. Create big circles with your body. Let your hips guide the movement here. And then switch, go the other way. Circle back into child's pose, big toes together, hips back. Walk your hands, your upper body off to your right, lengthen through your left side. Walk through center to your left, lengthen through right. Walk through center. Stay for a round of breath. Lift up hands, knees. Downward dog. Tuck your toes, press your hips back. Now bend your left knee. Let your left hip drop lower than your right. Work your right leg straighter and press your outer right hip back. Switch. Bend your right knee as you straighten the left leg. Let your right hip dip down. Pull your outer left hip back. Plank shift forward. Downward dog, press back. Walk your hands backward to your feet. Hang in ragdoll. Bend your elbows, cross your arms, and dangle around, a little side to side. Release your arms, tuck your tailbone to roll up to stand. Inhale, chair. Bend your knees, reach your arms up. Half chair, lean forward, arms back. Now inhale, stand. Legs straight, reach up, fold forward. Walk your hands forward into plank. Stay here for a breath. I'm just going to switch sides. All right. And then lower all the way to your mat. Take a cobra, lift your chest, inhale. Lower, exhale. One more. Lower down. All right, place your hands together in front of you with your elbows wide. Right side half frog. Bend your right knee out to the side in line with your hip like a frog leg and try to scoot the knee away from you and press your right hip towards the floor. Keep this, lift your head, and then walk your upper body to the left. Take the rib cage over and then rest back down. Direct your breathing all through the right side of your body. Walk your upper body through center. Right leg meets your left. Give your hips a little shimmy. All right, we'll switch sides. Bend your left knee out to the side in line with your hip and scoot the knee away from you. Then walk your upper body over to the right. Pressing left hip towards the floor. Breathing into the left side of your body. Walk through center. Straighten your left leg to meet your right. Give your hips a little shimmy. Place your hands on the mat under your shoulders. Kneeling up dog. So as you inhale, straighten your arms, lift your chest. Just let the knees stay down here. And as you exhale, lower. So 2 more. Inhale, lift your chest. Let the hips stay heavy. Lower, exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Then exhale. Lift up to tabletop, hands and knees. Reach your right leg straight out to the side with your heel in line with your hip. Cow cat. Drop your belly, look forward, inhale. Tuck and round, exhale. 2 more. Tailbone up, look forward. Tuck and round. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Neutral spine. Press your hips back towards your left heel, almost like a one-legged child. And then roll your right toes up towards the ceiling. Forehead towards the floor. Very good. Lift back up. Bring your right knee to meet your left. We'll switch sides. I'm just going to turn again because I have space issues in here. Left leg out to the side. Heel mostly in line with the hip. Cow cat. Focus on the pelvis. Tailbone up. Inhale. Tuck your tailbone. Round your spine. Exhale. 2 more. In. Out. Last one. Back bend. Inhale. Round. Exhale. Neutral spine. Hips back towards right heel. Roll your left toes up. Think of it like a one-legged funky child. Lift back up to table. Left knee meets right. Cow cat. Inhale. Exhale. Neutral spine, downward dog. Tuck your toes, press back. Bend your left knee, right leg straighter. Switch. Bend right, straighten left. Walk your feet forward to your hands at the top of your mat. Lengthen halfway. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Now bend your left knee, set it down directly under your hip. This can be a little different, especially if you've never done it. Kickstand your left foot to the right, just behind you, and reach your left arm up. Press into your right foot and lift up. You're basically in a kneeling warrior 2. Kneeling reverse warrior, left hand to left leg, right arm up. Side angle, right elbow to thigh, left arm up and overhead. 2 more. Revert your warrior. Inhale. Side angle, exhale. Now 1 more time. Reverse. Side angle. Very good. Come back through the center. Reverse your warrior for a transition. Inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Frame your right foot. Bring your left foot back through the center. Now shift forward. Let your hips come down. Lift your chest. Look forward. Rock back. Work your right leg straighter. So 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Shift forward. And then pull back. Now shift forward again so your hips are directly over your left knee. Lift up to a variation of Anjaneyasana with no back bend. So tuck your tailbone under and pull your ribs in. Reach both your arms up overhead and hook your thumbs together. See how much you can press your hips forward without letting your spine come into a back bend here. Squeeze your left glute and keep reaching up. One more breath. Now you'll just come into the back bend from here. So you can let go of the engagement of the front of the body, engage the back body and lean back. Maybe look up. Release both your hands down. Tuck your left foot under, lift your left knee. Keep your stance long here and pull your hips back, work your right leg straighter. You have the option to balance on the right heel, toes towards your face. Rebend right knee forward, set your left knee to the mat. Reach your right arm up, reach it back. Bend your left knee, see if you can grab the foot. If you do, pull the heel tightly to the hip. Shift forward from there, lift your chest. Release your foot, bring the right hand forward. Tuck your left foot under and lift your left knee. Three-legged dog. Reach your right leg back, open up your hip and bend your knee. Right side pigeon, right knee behind right wrist and angle your foot in a bit. Walk your left knee back. Press your hips down, lift your chest, look up. Fold forward to your elbows or rest your head down. Walk your hands in. Tuck your back foot under, step into plank. Right foot meets your left. We're bypassing chaturanga and coming into upward dog. So lower your hips, come to the tops of the feet, lift your chest. Squeeze your butt, look to your right. Look to your left. Look forward. Downward dog, press back. Big breath into your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Walk your feet forward to your hands. Lengthen halfway. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Bend your right knee, set it down directly under your hip. Kickstand your right foot to the left, so it'll be a little behind you. Reach your right arm up. Kneeling warrior two, lift up, arms out wide. Move with your breath. Reverse your warrior inhale. Side angle, exhale. Inhale, reverse. Side angle. Inhale. Exhale. So you've got one more reverse warrior here. Reach up and back. And then windmill your hands down. Frame your left foot. Bring your right foot through the center. Let your hips dip forward. Lift your chest. Look forward. Pull back. Work your left leg straighter. Two more. Forward inhale. Pull back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now lunge forward again with your hips directly over your right knee. Lift up. So again, no back bend at first here. So tuck your tailbone under and draw the belly and ribs in. Reach your arms up. So again, only come as forward as you can with your hips without letting the spine come into extension or a back bend just yet. One more breath here. And now allow it to be a back bend. Front body opens, engage the back, reach up and back. Release hands down, frame left foot, tuck your right foot, lift your right knee up. Pull your hips back. You're just pulling back till you feel a stretch, option of bounce on the heel. Bend your left knee forward, right knee to your mat. Reach your left arm up into a twist. Reach your arm back. Bend your right knee, grab your foot if you can grab it. Bring the heel and the hip very close, then bring them both forward. Release, left hand down. Tuck your right foot under, lift your right knee. Three-legged dog, left leg back. Bend your knee, open your hip. Left side pigeon. Left knee behind left wrist and angle the foot in. Bring some weight into your hips as you lift your heart. Look up. Fold forward. Maybe close your eyes. Settle into the sound of your breath as it moves through your nose. Walk your hands in. Tuck your back foot, step into plank. Upward dog, lower your hips. Roll to the tops of your feet, lift your chest. This time, look up, squeeze your glutes. Downward dog, press back. Big breath in. Exhale. Look forward. Bring your feet to your hands at the top of your mat. Lengthen halfway. Fold forward. Inhale, stand. Sweep arms up. Hands to heart. Step out, face the left side of your mat. Cross the rear to your legs. So feet fairly wide here. Hands to your hips. Lift your chest, look up. Fold forward. Hands down, bend from side to side, little back and forth. Single leg squat. Bend into your left knee, lower your hips and roll your right toes up. Just depending on your body, hands down, you can bring them to heart or wrap your left arm around your shin, your right arm behind your back. Pass through the center. Bend into your right knee, lower your hips, roll left toes up. And you can choose hands to heart or bind here around your right shin and your low back. Center with legs straight. Standing straddle, toe heel your feet out as wide as you feel comfortable going. You have the option to come down to your elbows depending on how wide your feet go. Toe heel feet back in, about to where you started. Straight arms. Hands to your hips, stand up. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Lift your chest, look up. Fold forward. Arms away from your back, overhead. Either stay centered or bend side to side. If you're moving, find center. Stand up. Release your hands. Turn your right foot forward to the top of your mat. Warrior two, bend your right knee, arms out. Reverse your warrior, inhale. Side angle, exhale, elbow down, left arm up and over. 2 more rounds, reverse inhale. Side angle, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse your warrior. Side angle for a few breaths. So right elbow to thigh or right hand to the floor, left arm up and over. You have the option to wrap your left arm behind your back, right arm under right leg for a bound variation. Or bird of paradise. Step your left foot to meet your right. Stand up on your left foot. Anyways, give it a few breaths. If you're still in bird, no rush, eventually find your way back. Otherwise, left arm up, lift up. Hands to your hips, straighten the right leg and turn your toes in. And we'll switch sides. Left foot back of the mat, bend your knee, warrior two, arms out. Reverse your warrior, inhale. Side angle, exhale. Inhale, reverse. Side angle. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse your warrior. Side angle, elbow to thigh or hand to the floor, right arm up and over. So same options, half wrap, right arm, full wrap, left arm, birds, right foot steps to left, and you try to stand up on the right foot. All variations are perfect. Breathe wherever you go. Birds, take your time to come back. Right arm up, rise to warrior two. Hands to hips, straighten your left leg, turn your toes in. Fold forward. Hands to the floor, frog pose. So bend one knee, set it down, and then the other. Take both your knees out wide so your knees are in line with your hips, and bring your heels in line with your knees also. Lower down to your elbows. Maybe rest the head down. We'll meet in a sleeping child's towards the top of your mat. So bring the knees in, a little closer, straight arms. Turn towards the top of your mat. Keep your legs hip width apart, hips towards your heels, arms at your sides with your palms up, forehead towards the floor. Let your whole body round and soften. Inhale, reach your arms out wide. Stand up on your knees, arms up, look up. Exhale, sleeping child. Arms to your sides, forehead down. Two more. Lift with your inhale. Sleeping child, exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, tuck your toes under. Interlace everything but your index fingers and reach your arms up, inhale. Side bend right, exhale. Lift straight up to your left. Straight up. Arms out wide, hands to the top of your hips behind you. Now squeeze your butt, press your hips forward and lift your chest. Either stay or reach for your heels. If you're very comfortable here, you can bring the top of the feet down. Breathe. Restack your spine, tops of the feet down. Arms up, inhale. Sleeping child, exhale. Let the body soften. Reach your hands towards the top of your mat. Pass through table, downward dog. Tuck your toes, press back. Lift your right leg up, bend your knee and open your hip. Step your right foot outside your right hand. Lower your left knee down behind your hip. Reach your right arm up, reach it back. Two choices, either wrap your arm behind you, or like we did earlier, bend your knee, grab your foot. But instead of pulling it in, I want you to kick it away from your hip this time. Press your hips forward and lift your chest. So create as much space between your butt and your heel as you can. Release, bring your right hand forward inside your right foot. Lizard lunge, straight arms, or bend lower towards your elbows. Lift up straight arms. Toe heel your right foot through center just between your hands. Half split. We were here earlier. Pull your hips back, right leg straighter. Now you can stay or move towards full split by sliding your right heel forward or maybe the left knee back. Try to keep your hips square forward. Lift your chest. You do have the option to fold forward over your right leg to make it more of a hamstring stretch. One more breath wherever you are. And then we'll meet in a lunge. So bend the right knee forward, and then toe heel your right foot just across the midline of the mat, so just a little bit to the left. Now tuck your left foot under and lift your left knee. Bring your left knee forward outside your right foot. Set it down and then set your hips back. Seated twist. Right hand behind you, left arm outside right knee. Sit up tall and twist, look over your right shoulder. Unwind, Gomukhasana. Slide your right knee over your left. Reach your left arm straight up, bend your elbow. Bring your right arm up your low back, bend the elbow again. Your hands may or may not meet. You can take this or leave it. I always leave it. Fold forward. Lift up. Reverse tabletop, hands behind you. Plant your feet, lift your hips, look up or back. Lower your hips, lift your feet, Navasana, arms forward. You can work the legs straighter here. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lower back and hover. Lift, inhale. Lower, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Lift up. Lower back, hover. Option to bring your arms up or maybe even overhead to challenge it. Then lay back, let it go. Reach long forward and back. Hug your knees into your chest, rock forward and back. Find your way into a squat. So if you get the momentum, you might rock up to your feet. Otherwise, you can use the hands or any way to come up here. Now, two options. Stay in squat, or if you want to play with crow, plant your hands, lean forward. See if you can lift your feet. We haven't done any vinyasas in this practice, but if you'd like one at any point, you can shoot the legs back, chaturanga. Otherwise, simply make your way back into downward dog. We'll meet here. Lift your left leg up, bend your knee, open your hip. Step left foot outside left hand. Set your right knee down well behind your hip. Left arm up into your twist. Reach your arm back. Bend your right knee, grab your foot, and then kick your foot into your hand as you press your hips forward. Look up. Bring your left hand forward inside your left foot. Lizard lunge, straight arms or lower towards your elbows. Lift up straight arms. Toe heel your left foot through center between your hands. Pull back towards a half split. Slide your left leg straighter as you fold. Stay or towards a full variation here, right knee back or left heel forward. One more breath. All right, return to your lunge, gracefully or not. Now toe heel your left foot across the midline of the mat, so just to the right. Tuck your right foot under, lift your right knee. Bring your right knee forward outside your left foot. Sit your hips back. Twist to your left, left hand behind you. Right arm outside your knee. Look behind you. Unwind, Gomukhasana. Slide left knee over right, trying to sit somewhat equally between your feet. If you'd like the arm bind, right arm goes up behind your head, then your left arm up your low back. Take it or leave it, fold forward. Lift up, reverse tabletop, hands behind you, set your feet, lift your hips, look up or back. Lower your hips, straighten your legs with your arms forward, we're laying back. Arms overhead, point toes. Hug your knees into your chest, squeeze, lift your head. We'll set up for a bridge pose. I'm gonna spin around here. All right, set your feet hip width apart with your arms at your sides and float your hips up. Option to interlace your fingers underneath you, walk your arms in closer. Ground and lift. Release your hands, lower your hips. Deep breath in. Exhale. Either one more bridge, or if you practice wheel, hands on either side of your head, lift your hips, and then lift your head up. Very good. Rest, lower back down. Right, if you happen to have a strap or something that you can loop around the bottom of your foot, it might be useful here. So if you feel like you need that, you can pause the video, go grab it. Otherwise, bring your right knee into your chest with your hands. Take the first two fingers of your right hand and bind inside your big toe and work your right leg straighter. So again, if that's very challenging, this is where a strap would be helpful. All right, take your right leg out to the side. Now, as much as you're trying to bring your right leg down, also try to bring your left hip or your left butt cheek down. Bring your right leg straight back up. Keep a hold of the toes. You lift your head, your upper back, pull your leg in. Lower your head. Bend your right knee, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Reach your hands behind your left leg. Hug this whole shape into you. Keep the shape. Release your left foot to the floor. Arms wide. Eagle your legs. Slide your right knee tightly over your left. One, so you can wrap the right foot around again. Drop your knees left. Turn your head right. Legs through center. Uncross. Plant your feet. We'll switch sides. I'm just flipping around because of my space issues here. All right, bring your left knee into your chest. First two fingers of the left hand, bind inside your big toe and see if you can work the left leg straighter here or use your strap. All right, take your left leg out to the side. Try to bring your left foot towards the floor, but also your right hip towards the floor. It's actually okay if neither touch, but they're both trying to press down. So feel that out in your body. Left leg straight back up. Lift your head, your upper back as you pull your left leg into you. Lower your head, figure four. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Reach your hands anywhere around the right leg. Pull the whole shape into you. Keep the shape of your legs. Just release right foot down, arms out wide. Slide your left knee tightly over your right for eagle legs. Option for the second wrap. Knees right, head left. Legs through center, uncross. Happy baby. Hug knees into chest, wide of your rib cage. See if you can grab the outer edges of your feet. Move side to side. You can choose here, straighten one leg at a time, maybe both, like a straddle on your back. Release your feet to the floor. Soles of your feet together, your knees wide. Place your hands anywhere to your body and close your eyes. Deep breath into your nose. Open mouth, exhale. One more, big inhale. Big exhale. Return to the natural rhythm of your breathing. Notice how all the movement aspect of the yoga practice is simply on the path towards revealing an inner stillness. Final Shavasana. Straighten your legs and rest your arms at your sides. Notice the feeling of your entire body, from your head to your toes, out to your fingertips. Let yourself be heavy to your mat. A few moments at the end of your practice, settling into a quiet and still restorative space for your body, your heart, and your mind. Rest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Create small movements, your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles. Turn your head from side to side and through center. Point your toes forward. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, hug your knees into your chest with your hands. Use your arms to circle your knees around one way. Switch, circle, go the other. Center. Gently roll over to one side of your body. Rest your head on your arms. Lift up to seated. Arms at your sides. Reach your arms up over your head as you inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Gently bow your head. We close together with a deep breath in. Exhale. Thank you so much for practicing. Until next time, thank you.